All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
What's that? Okay, 180. 53, Mike. I'm coming. 20. Now get him.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's going to look deep for more. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Say, ready? 30 base. Say, orbit. Hey, check my 27. Two.
On 1st and 10, Patterson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Patterson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Newton. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, Patterson. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you won't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
53, check 53.
Newton throwing again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
2nd quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. Where the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, zoom. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming. Mike 50, Mike 50. Not today, you are.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run forward with Pollard. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Looking to throw. Patterson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jayon Brown able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Bravo.
On first down, Patterson steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw. Patterson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to put.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Patterson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
To the center. Right at the 8. Eat. No chance.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to look deep from, and it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw on second down, Patterson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Smooth.
On first and 10, Patterson. This short throw caught by Goddard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Second and 9 now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be second and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but now it's third and goal.
Great.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Back to throw. Patterson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On third down, Patterson. And an alley to run. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Newton. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back to Toronto. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go, D, let's go. Great.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Khalil Mack. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hurry. Go.
Off play action. Patterson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all.
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Jordan Poyer. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
He was trying to go back to Moore there, and it's third down. Off play action, Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those 10...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. On second down, it's Pollard. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. The Chargers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Echo.
Off the play fake. Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Hey, Haywood.
On fourth down, Patterson. That is caught. It's Perriman. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
On the double. 27, 27. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Come. Hey, Charlie. Shut up.
On first down, Patterson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. This short throw caught by Goddard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw on third down, Patterson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? Looking to throw. Patterson under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to go up top for the... And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Newton's going to throw it. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Set. Ready. Check. 58. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. Come on. 53. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Watch the block. Hey. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing again. Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hines. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage.